Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's your monthly tarot readings for July 2021. And remember, this is going to be for your North Node by sign and house. So not your sun sign, moon, or ascendant, but your North Node by sign and house. And those of you that subscribe know that the reason I do the North Node by sign and house as opposed to the sun, moon, or ascendant is because it's much more applicable to your real life, because it's recognized in astrology that the North Node is your soul path. It's what you came here to do and accomplish. So again, if you're unfamiliar with your North Node and want to know more about it and how it applies, there's going to be some links in the description box below. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly tarot reading for July 2021 for everybody with their North Node in Aquarius and or the 11th house. So I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so this spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th. And this side represents the second half of the month from the 16th to the end. So interesting month for you North Nodes in Aquarius and or the 11th house. I'm seeing an energy of your work and your creativity that is beginning to either flower or that will or that wants to. I feel like you are going to be recognized for some sort of work or creativity that you have done or will do. And I feel like if this could springboard you into something that is like for your future type of a thing. But you're kind of, a lot of you right now with the energies are kind of on an upswing, okay, where you're moving through life, and you've kind of gone through a lot of learning experiences, and you're learning that your place in the world is a balance between your creativity for yourself and for the sake of yourself and your own gratification, but using it more in accordance with helping people. So I feel like this month there's not only going to be so it's going to play out in two different ways for people on their path. I feel like for a majority of you, it's going to be appreciation for your work, appreciation for creativity, could even be like monetary benefits coming to you from this appreciation. And I'm seeing like success, winning. But the other thing is that for some of you on your path, I do feel like there's also the opposite polarity where maybe you don't feel appreciated for your input, or maybe even like a thing of like criticizing people, like criticizing your work or whatever. There's something like critical for a small number of you. Okay. And if that is the case for you, if there's a situation where, your work is not being appreciated or you're being criticized in some way, realize that redirect the focus to whatever you're doing to make it benefit others. Okay, that's your path, Aquarius in the 11th house. Make sure that what your creativity is not just gratifying you only for the most part, but it's like really kind of benefiting an organization, other people, a group of people, you know what I mean? But as I said, if that's your experience, that's the key, is to redirect that energy. And, part of that is going to be something where you're going to feel like, you could be, your hands are tied in some way. But if you redirect that creativity, as I said, to benefit others, but for the majority of you, I feel like a lot of you are, remember, you taking this and you're planning like future things. I see a lot of like big moves, but this is for a lot of you, a really, really positive time. Now, as we move to the middle of the month and then going on to the second half of the month, I'm seeing for some of you, a little bit of an emotional blow, and that's going to come from again, I see it coming from as a criticizing energy, and it's going to come from some sort of an authority figure, so that could be like a boss, a teacher, a professor, a parent, or even there, as I've said before, even a significant other. Because even though like they're not over us, an authority figure, but we make them, usually in relationships, romantic relationships, we make them important. And so what they say and feel and think has a lot of sway over us. So that's why they have an authority over us in the sense that we care what they think, as opposed to like walking down the street and, some Joe Schmo, we don't really care what they think for the most part, you know what I mean? So they're not an authority figure, but we care. Authority figures in our life, we do care what they think. Now, there's a little bit of, something you're going to go through here, okay, like a little bit of an emotional hit. Now, here's the thing. What you want to do with this energy is realize that the reason that it's happening is to propel you forward to greater success. So if that anywhere you lie on this soul path with this north node, it's to propel you in some way. It's to give you energy to move forward. Okay, so it's about transmuting that energy of, okay, you took some sort of an emotional hit in some way. So transform that into like, okay, I'm going to check and see, is there any validity, first of all, to what they're saying. Sometimes it could be a heads up, like, hey, you need to like think about other people, or, it's not always all about you or something. And so like, whatever that criticism is, like and say and be honest, like, okay, is there any validity? And you say, okay, maybe there's some validity, you make sure that, or if you don't see it as valid, in either case, use it as energy to propel you forward towards success. Remember that you putting your energy and your creativity toward helping the collective is what's going to make you the happiest and the most successful. And I feel like that's what a lot of you are like figuring out, that you're, I always talk about all the different north nodes have gifts, and they have blessings, and they have challenges. Okay. The blessings for you, north nodes in Aquarius or the 11th house, is that you are able to use your creativity and your talents to help people. Okay. And when you do that, you will be blessed with like huge amounts of success and happiness. Okay. And the gift you have is using that creativity with your South Node in the 5th house and or Leo. So you're using that creativity, which is the gift, but you're using it in as a blessing to others. And then the challenge is to not get caught up in, it's kind of all about me. Again, this, this Emperor reversed energy, okay? Emperor reversed. You don't want to get into the whole, and we can see this sometimes, one of the archetypes of the South Node in Leo in the 5th house could be like a royal complex, or like an emperor or empress complex, where, we want to be the benevolent emperor, not the emperor is like, whatever I say goes, and I need to always get my way, and all this type of an energy, ruling with like, everyone has to bow to my will, as opposed to the benevolent ruler, which you see, you could see like in the Empress energy in upright, in the High Priestess, where you are in your own power and creativity, but you take into account other people and the collective. That's the whole thing we're talking about here. So, but overall, I see really great things. Push that creativity in connection with, helping the collective, and you can't go wrong. But really good work. I see a lot of you are like making some big breakthroughs, and just want to say congratulations. That's really good work. Stay on that North Node path. It's a constant thing. If you forget some of your North Node path, read up on it. A great book is Astrology for the Soul by Jan Spiller on Amazon. Okay, you could grab that. Just read up on that North Node. There's lots of stuff, and it'll kind of keep you on point and on path. So anyway, hope this reading was beneficial to you and that you saw some value in it. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, spending some time with me. Really appreciate it and helping me grow the channel. And we'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.